Roger here with part 2 video of a case of the 112 Dirtbag piece of crap involved with the case of Mara Murray, if I'm saying that right. Mara Murray, who's been missing, I believe, since 1997. Now in 2012, a man with the YouTube channel, and it's been deleted, but some people have saved images and a video of the guy, of the 112 Dirtbag, which it suits his name well, of what he is and what he named himself. But I guess from the term of Dirtbag literally came from Mara Murray's father, stating, and I quote, she probably got picked up on Route 112 from some dirtbag. Now this woman, Mara Murray, had some mental issues, go figure, and obviously a troubled relationship with a boyfriend, probably a troubled little relationship with her parents. But all in all, she went to college, she was into nursing. At Amherst College, to be a matter of fact. And oh man, just is as insane as the story is and gets, is as insane as you know, it will ever be solved. But the last month, I believe, was the anniversary. Supposedly something had come up, and I have a video of up which says, was this a hoax? And due to the fact the boy, the senior from Fitchburg High School, my present town I live in now, ended up disappearing without a trace. I believe he told his family members or something he was going somewhere, but all in all, he ended up, you know, mentioning this, disappearing, and then ending up being found in Texas. But unlike this girl, Mara Murray, she literally told her professors at Amherst College that she was having a family emergency to go to, but yet looked up on Google Maps for places and was gonna rent a condo or something insane. And why she was doing this is beyond me or anybody else. But it just dawned on me today too how bizarre this case gets, and I just keep going over and over in my head, of course. And the 112 Dirtbag, and this off of Reddit, and Reddit is a website which people can, you know, post videos, do their short stories. I've actually got an account, but I haven't been on it for a while. But it has got some quacky shit on it too. And if you don't put up the right stuff in the right category, I guess they shut you down or something. But it's friggin' bizarre. As bizarre as anything else. But this girl, I mean, just to get up and leave, drain $240 out of her bank account, spend $40 on booze and liquor, and gonna end up in this town of New Hampshire, and I forget the damn name. I should have got it before I started this, but I'll put it in the description box later on. But just for the way and like I said, here is a girl with a mental illness, they claim. But not only that, this person right here in this comment, now I have done research on both men, and there's two men referred to in this, but I believe that this person is not right on, I don't think the first guy, which is not the 112 Dirtbag, but he is mentioned in here, is the 112 Dirtbag. But I do believe that the 112 Dirtbag is mimicking, or right, what it says in here, being a copycat. And I'll show you a picture of the both men in a few minutes. But it says this guy, this is talking about the 112 Dirtbag. And he lives in a basement. He has his own blog, which this guy is a writer, mind you, which speculates and indicates the first guy, other than the 112 Dirtbag, is a writer too. And that's why I think this person gets this similarity mixed up. But the looks and the face, for damn sure had been analyzed. But for to get this guy, you know, pushed out for any further evidence was just completely nuts. Because this guy here, man, they're both sick men, but... And the person goes on to say, right, he has his own blog, which he can easily be found. He's actually fairly good at writing. Keep that in mind as I go along this story. Much to my surprise, you can also find his Twitter. Alden was investigated and the police found absolutely nothing. Alden is more than likely just a copycat wannabe who seeks to gain fame, pretending to be linked to a disappearance due to the lack of evidence. It's easy for people to interject themselves into things like this for a bit of notoriety, but he's a psychopath. And at the very most, he calls himself Mr. 1974. Now this is where the other man comes involved, which is the year of a mental asylum escapee by someone named John William McGrath. A young man who shot and killed his entire family using his grandfather's World War II rifle and then escaped custody in, get this, New Hampshire, the same location of Mr. Olson. Obviously, this 112 Dirtbag had lived in New Hampshire at one point in time. McGrath, also judging by an artist sketch and a few photos, looks exactly like Mr. 1974. And they recommend that the person who did this article look this up, which I did this myself. So it brings me to this. And here's the, this is a thing that Mr. 112 Dirtbag did. This is a map of New Hampshire, of the location of where, shit. She got a name that just won't stick in my head. But Marana was supposedly in. And supposedly when this video was up, this came off a video, this eye here blinked. This area, the person said, has never been searched. But the eye blinking indicates something of, in case, maybe this girl could be buried there. Like this guy reminds me of the goddamn Zodiac killer, leaving cryptic messages for people to just not understand and be baffled. And it's just insane. Of course, the numbers over here match up something over here. Oh shit, hang on a sec. It sucks. The numbers over here supposedly match something up here, and this red line is the building of the, this is a, I guess a ski resort with a golf course, or some resort. Here we have McGrath, which he, lived in Newport, New Hampshire. And, he made it to a New Hampshire hospital, which obviously is a mental state hospital. I would like them. I'm getting ready to find out if this hospital still exists. So I'm going to make some calls, see if I can get a little information myself. But this guy suffered from psychotic break from reality and shot his two younger brothers, mother, and a grand jury found him insane and mentally deranged. And I mean, this guy is supposedly he's vanished. He's never been, has been a fugitive ever since 1974. Now this person claims that, as you can see, gonna make a case look at this. We're gonna go to the next picture. Oh, this is the lodge ticket from the picture back here real quick, just to make a note that this name of the girl missing, this was her ticket or something. It was on the 11th, and she came missing on the 9th. So whoever did her in, I believe, was with her at the time, went into this lodge parking. So I have to put that in the description too of where it was. But anyways, this came from Scare Theater. If you want to check it out, YouTube channel comes out with this story. These are just screenshots. But here's a thing stating about Mr. Dirtbag. And it goes on to say about Mr. Dirtbag that my assessment is that he's probably someone with a mental illness who takes a personal interest in these cases and has attempted to insert himself into them and get attention by making these videos. Which they're claiming this Dirtbag did all this just to make publicity for himself. But yet, his channel got erased. How you getting publicity for that? This is 12-bag, 112-bag, Dirtbag, fuckbag, whatever you want to call him, sicko. This was his video. This is just another screenshot to get a look at him. I'm going to show you a clearer vision. I wish he had his glasses on in the next picture, but he don't. But this is how the person gets the other person confused, that he could be, older, blah, blah, blah. Well, no one ever seen this man smile, I don't believe. The first gentleman I did swipe by. But this is Mr. 112 Dirtbag looking normal. No straight face. As you can see, I'm going to go over his mouth is wide. Nose very wide. Here we have the killer. And it shows, as you can see, clear as day, this is his actual mugshot. It does show some resemblance, but the mouth, as you can see here, is shorter, not wide and straight. His is slant down. His nose is even cut more to the base, where this guy's nose is, over more, and so forth. So, I mean, there you go. Reason to believe. I don't think that is the killer. Which I did. Let's see if I can get this up. Had a side-by-side picture made up. And here we have a... So, I mean, right here. As you can see the mouth here. Unless he got older and his mouth widened out. His nose shrunk. Or got bigger, because when you do get older, your skin or whatever, I believe, intends to stretch. But as you can see, side-by-side, they have some similarities, but they're not in. As you can see, this guy has a chin round. His is more bone structured there. His is more fat and round and has no bone structure. So that right there, too, I mean, if this person would have done a side-by-side comparison, would honestly see, but it don't dawn on me that this man here, this 112 Dirtbag, copycat him, Mr. Insane Asylum guy, psychopath, and took a liking to him, but he didn't murder his the people or the girl supposedly like this guy did. He literally flat blowed out, shot him, and got caught. He didn't run, he didn't hide. I mean, he escaped, but when he got caught, I mean, he didn't run or try to run. I think he just got caught, but the fear of him going into this mental asylum, there you go. Then he ran. But to have it come upon and this maybe be him, you never know. And leads me to say, just to think how all this unravels But I mean, like I said, it's all different because this guy here, I mean, that's the thing. You don't know. You don't know who's going to come in out of the street anywhere and just happen to just kill somebody and not disappear without a trace. It's insane how people get away with it. I mean, did people forget about Jack the Ripper? You know, people like this notorious for this shit. There's other serial killers that are out there that get away with stuff. It's insane. Hell, even O.J. Simpson did a murder. Gone. He didn't disappear, but he went to court and boom, got away with it. But I mean, there's other things that are just, and there's another thing. I'm telling someone in a comment that they changed things, and they did change this damn story again. Oh man, did they change it. And I'm going to end it at this. In one story I got, they said the bus driver stopped and offered a ride, but she did not take it. She called AAA, but the story, says they went off. The guy could have taken her off later on or something, or in the bus, kidnapped her, and he was investigated, but later on, shrugged out. But then another article reads is that the bus driver left and she didn't accept the help, and there was a person in the house, mind you, that saw her on the side of the road, saw her decline the bus driver, and the lady knew there was no service out there. I don't know how she got the knowing that all this, but the damn article said this. So that person in the house called the cops, and in the mix of, I guess, her calling the police, she ended up missing. So that's probably where the disclosure of the bus driver came in, and she saw the bus driver, and when they were gone, when she came back to look out the window, right, oh, she must assume the bus driver took her. But the stories have changed completely. You look this shit up, and it's all changed. Change. And this guy right here, the Dirtbag guy, he's no longer in the articles no more either. And when I first I did look this up in 2012. I was looking at this video because I was looking through a lot of missing persons. And this one did come up, but I completely forgot all about it. And that's why I did another video on it, because it's starting to rush back through my head back from 2012. And the original article, it's like, wow, amazing how things change in a matter of time. And just to even think that this son of a bitch still walks the street, even if he ain't dead yet, because he is older. But both of them, who knows if this guy's dead or he's dead, but they both escaped, they both disappeared without a trace. I don't know about him, but him, he's probably still around lurking, but just to think they still walk with their mentalism, walking the streets. Never know. So, things like this, man, if you don't get one story right, and if you think it's, gonna change and everything, that's why I start taking screenshots on things now, and I gotta go, and I can't go back to 2012 now. Everything is gone. But I took some screenshots here. I'm going to take some more there and pictures here and take a little dip into this and see what I can figure out. But I think this 12-bag Dirtbag, I think he is the killer. And of course, who the hell is going to find out? Who the hell is he going to tell? He could have just came out of nowhere, been following her, bang. There's a lot of people and serial killers known to do that. There's still a girl out in Texas or somewhere I got to do a video on. But that girl is also missing. And what's disturbing about that story is she was on the phone with her parents or something, or somebody with the killer, and she was literally talking to that killer, and he was telling her, "I'm bringing you here," and you hear his voice. And what's more disturbing than that, than hearing a person making their last phone call of their life? So I'm going to do more investigation. I'm sure going to have more videos on this, but I got to get out of here. Kids are acting up out there. But I just wanted to show this and go over this because obviously someone else didn't. And then one more look at these two side by side. Yep. 112 Dirtbag, and this guy is from New Hampshire. William. Look at them. And they're missing. to this day. Till that next video, YouTube Nation, be safe, take care, and beware. You never know who's out lurking amongst us. Out.